Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Mr. Chris, and I take the Year 7 science class. And so two of my students, Pun and Romeo, are going to be demonstrating chemical reactions, which I've covered just over the last few weeks.
Hello, my name is Pun, and I'll be presenting to you metal hydroxide. So we're going to be making insoluble hydroxides. You can use soluble metal hydroxides such as sodium hydroxide, which is this, and you can use that to create insoluble metal hydroxide. For example, if you wanted to make copper hydroxide, you need to add sodium hydroxide to a solution of any type of copper salts, which can be copper nitrate, copper chloride, or copper sulfate. Precipitation. When sodium hydroxide and, let's say, copper nitrate solutions mix, solid copper hydroxide will appear in the solution. We call the copper hydroxide a precipitate, and the reaction for this is precipitation. The word equation for this is copper nitrate plus sodium hydroxide makes copper hydroxide plus sodium nitrate. So these are the three things I will be mixing. So the first one, I'll be getting. Before I mix any of these though, I need to welcome my assistant, Romeo, who will be cleaning my pipettes every time after I use them so we don't accidentally mix any of the chemicals. So for the first one, I need to add sodium hydroxide, copper chloride, and you'll see this will make a chemical reaction. You'll see it's very instant. It's turned a bluish color, and inside of this bluish liquid there is a solid which is actually copper hydroxide. That's not all. The second one, it's sodium hydroxide again. This time we're going to be adding calcium chloride. This makes a milky white solution, as you can see, but I'm not sure if you can see, but there's also a solid in there. The solid in here is calcium hydroxide. Now for the final one, we're adding sodium hydroxide with nickel sulfate. Makes this lime green color, and that also has a solid in there, which is the precipitate, and the precipitate is nickel hydroxide. That is all I have to show.
My name is Romeo, and today I will be performing the hydrogen test. This test word equation is magnesium plus sulfuric acid equals magnesium sulfate plus hydrogen. This is the test for hydrogen. Three properties of hydrogen is that it is flammable, odorless, and low density, which means it's light. This test will be called the pop test because it will make a popping noise at the end of the test. First, I'll put sulfuric acid into this test tube. Next, I will be putting this magnesium ribbon into this sulfuric acid, and it will make a chemical reaction. I will be trapping this the hydrogen that it is going to make. As you can see, it is bubbling and is making a fizzing noise. The bubbles, it is producing hydrogen. It will be trapping the hydrogen and putting it on the flame, and it will create a popping noise.
Shake around. dioxide to collect the hydrogen. It was working this morning. When we practiced it. Okay, can you go on with the carbonate test? And we'll go and get some more magnesium milk.
Now myself and Romeo will be presenting to you the carbonate test. So the general equation for this test is carbonate plus acid makes a salt plus water plus carbon dioxide. For example, let's say copper carbonate plus sulfuric acid makes copper sulfate, water, and carbon dioxide. All carbonates react with acid to produce a salt, water, and carbon dioxide gas. We can test for this gas by bubbling it into lime water, which turns a milky white color. 3 properties of carbon dioxide is that it is high density, transparent, and no smell. Romeo here will be adding sulfuric acid to the test tube. So I'll say 9 mils of sulfuric acid, which will be required for the Now I'll get calcium carbonate. Not that much. Put it in the boiling tube. It makes a chemical reaction.
Yeah, it's in here.
This chemical reaction produces carbon dioxide, which is floating above it, and the carbon dioxide actually doesn't go out of this boiling tube because since it is a high dense gas, it will be stuck in here, it will stay down there. Now Romeo will be grabbing that carbon dioxide that is stuck down there, placing it into lime water, which will cause another reaction. Now as you can see, the water isn't like as clear anymore as it used to be. It's turned actually a milky white color, which proves this to be a positive test for carbon dioxide.
Now
Collecting the gas.
collecting the hydrogen because last time it didn't work. So as you can see, it is fizzing. It's bubbling. Right now, it's making a hydrogen gas, and we're trapping it in this boiling tube, and then approximately 15 seconds, we're gonna put it on display, and hopefully it will make a popping noise.
Thank you for listening to us.
Thank you.
Thank you.